The ninth Summit of Americas is taking place in the U.S. city of Los Angeles from June 6th to 10th. Migration has become a major issue during the meeting, following calls from regional leaders to address the growing problems associated with it, despite all the U.S. government's notorious records of the violations of human rights. Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador said this Wednesday that the previous U.S. administrations promised to allocate funds to solve the problems of migrant flows, but it has not been implemented for several years. López Obrador said that the Foreign Minister Marcelo Ebrard will meet with him to discuss the migrant issues immediately after returning from the summit. Besides the absence of López Obrador, the presidents of Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador, the main source countries for migrants to the U.S. via Mexico, also didn't attend the meeting. At the same time, more than 10,000 migrants are traveling together through Mexico to reach the U.S. by foot and car, marking the largest caravan yet in 2020 of migrants traveling to the U.S. border. In recent years, the U.S. government has introduced several immigration policies that have been criticized for alleged racial discrimination, violations of human rights, and the dignity of immigrants. Examples are the zero-tolerance policy that caused the separations of families, the Remain in Mexico program that intended to reduce the orderly flows of migrants, and the Title 42 policy that refused entry to immigrants under the pretext of pandemic. In 2021, a video was posted on social media of U.S. border police driving away Haitian refugees with whips, images that remind people of the scenes of slave owner who also whipped dark-skinned slaves more than 100 years ago. The director of Salvadoran Migrant Institute, Cesario, said that the U.S. government favors unilateralism on practically all issues, including migrations, and negotiated individually with countries. Experts also pointed out that up to the present day, the U.S. has not been able to implement an effective asylum and refugee policy, not to mention that various U.S. political actors failed to fulfill their campaign and lobbying promises on the immigration issue.